Hello ladies and gentlemen, Tevaron here, and welcome back to Danganronpa, where we are about to begin the actual investigation. And honestly, I'm a little bit ashamed to admit that I missed when I loaded the game previously, and I'll show you here. We'll just go into save and that should take us there. That on the previous save right there, it didn't say investigation. Whereas now it does say investigation, so that should have been a dead giveaway, but I just didn't catch it. So, here we go. Okay, time to get started. I need to check anywhere that may be important from one end to the other. I just need to do what I always do. Yes. Yes, we do. And we want to count chickens and check the sprinkler system. And what is this? So much to look at. I remember there were some chickens in the chicken coop. I count 4 chickens. There were 5 chickens, weren't they? Excuse me for a second. Let me grab my notes here. There were indeed 5 chickens. Sprinklers at 7:30 a.m. All right. So why is a chicken missing? Yeah.
Yo.
What's going on, Koto? Oh, I'm glad you're here. Listen, do you remember how many chickens there were in here? Of course, there were precisely 5. Yeah, right? Huh? What's wrong? There's only 4 chickens here now. We're 1 short. Huh? Yeah, it's not anything to freak out over. That's so weird. I wonder when it disappeared.
But
I was down here just before nighttime last night, and there were definitely 5 chickens then. So between last night and now, there has been a chicken gone amiss.
What?
What are we gonna do? Going from 5 to 4 is gonna have an impact on the structure of the world. Sure it will.
Conspiracy!
It's like a jigsaw puzzle. If even a single piece disappears, the entire world will remain unfinished. You do you, dude. I did my best to ignore Hiro and focus on the problem at hand. Why did one of the chickens disappear? Could it be related to the case? Apparently, otherwise we wouldn't get a truth bullet. This is the panel that controls the sprinklers. They're set to turn on at 7:30 every morning, and Monokuma said the time positively couldn't be changed. Huh? Hold on. What? So the sprinklers turn on at 7:30 each morning, right? Then, if the body was here before then, the sprinklers should have gotten it wet. Oh. Okay, so the time of death is after the sprinkler time. How long do they stay on, though? For sure it's after 7:30. Which would mean the murder must have taken place. Yes, thank you. All right. This doesn't show up on our little thing there, but we can definitely look at it. Or maybe not. These look like fragments or something of something. They're all burnt, so I can't really be sure, but... Oh, okay, so we needed to zoom in. That looks like the corner of something. I feel like I've seen something like this before. Where have we seen something like that? But where? Wait, was it there? I'll have to double check that later. It looks like maybe the corner of a keypad. I don't remember where we saw this. But apparently Makoto does. Let's look at the map. It should be marked. There are no... Maybe they won't show up until we're done with this room. That may be the case. Alright, the knife. There's a knife lying on the ground. Is this? Yes, it is. It's the one from your desk drawer. It must be the knife that was stuck in the body before it exploded. And more importantly, the one that I kept in my desk drawer and neglected to tell everyone about, just like I neglected to tell them that this person with the mask was standing over my bed with the knife last night. The force of the explosion must have thrown it over here. The Monokuma file said the knife went all the way through the body from front to back. Does that mean this knife is what caused the fatal injury? It doesn't say that, but one would assume. Either way, this knife, though, if that was the cause of the fatal injury, we can conjecture that the death would not have been instant. So how did the person just lie there and not struggle after it was done? Yes, there's a reason. Wait, is this? That is it. That's it. It's the knife that person was holding. Yes. This is getting really weird. There are just too many strange coincidences. The fingernails aren't there, though. Of course, some of the fingernails on the body are missing, leading me to believe they're press-on nails, so why would they apply the nails after this? I don't know. Whoever the person in the mask was that attacked me last night, they were holding that knife and wearing the mask. And that same knife was used to stab that same masked attacker we found here. So maybe this masked person got stabbed because when they attacked, I was in kind of a trance. Maybe I reacted by grabbing the knife? And maybe then No, you couldn't have, because as I've mentioned before, the coat wasn't on them, it was laid over top of them. And if this is really Kyoko, it would mean Kyoko is the one that attacked me. But why the mask? I just don't know. I don't remember anything clearly from last night. No, it can't be. There's no way. Okay. Yeah, look at the Monokuma flower. Yes. Is it true? Does it really eat paper, plastic, and people? Anyway, I don't think it's related to the case, so I'll just stay away. Well, let's hope you're right about it not being related to the case. What's the sprinklers? Those nozzles poking out. Are those the sprinklers? Yes, and the source of monocoins as well. Is that it? Interesting. If I check the body more thoroughly, maybe then I'll find out for sure if it's Kyoko or not. Yes, we could check her lower body. See if she's wearing a skirt. And, of course, Kyoko always wears a jacket and gloves, so we wouldn't have seen a tattoo anyway. There's lots to look at. I know I want to look at the lower body, but since this is so obvious... Huh? There's something weird about the body's fingernails. That's not what I was thinking about, but that's fine. Oh, these are fake nails. They're really long. And Kyoko couldn't wear gloves with fingernails like that. I just don't think this is Kyoko. They seem like they get in the way of normal activity. That's a wolf's head with a star around it. There's also something on the back of her right hand. Is this a tattoo? It got burned, so I can't make out the whole thing, but it looks like it's a picture of a dog or something. I think it's a wolf. I've never seen anything like it before. Okay. The lower half of the body didn't get wet at all. Alright, the upper half did, because that's where we dumped the water to put the fire out. After the body blew up, The top half got set on fire, so I dumped a bucket of water on it, which explains why the bottom half isn't wet. And also confirms that this body wasn't here when the sprinklers came on. There's nothing strange about that, right? Yes, but let's see what she's dressed like under there. Guess that'd be too easy. Alright. Here? The white jacket the victim was wearing got totally burned up. They're not wearing it. It's just draped over top of them. A jacket doesn't look like that. Look, it's solid on the front, which means the front that closes is on the back. There's only one little piece left. Fine. The upper half of the body got set on fire in the explosion, so it's totally blackened now. Also, the top half of the body is wet. Yeah, we figured this one out. That's because it got set on fire, and I threw water on it. Since I only threw water on the part that was on fire, the bottom half is still dry. In other words, there's nothing strange about the top half being wet. There isn't, right? Okay, exploded body analysis. Is that it? Nothing further. Yeah, they're not wearing it, Makoto. I promise you. Yes, please. Yeah, look at the knife. The reason they got stabbed, does it have to do with me somehow? Maybe. I don't know. I don't remember a thing. Maybe as we originally conjectured, this is whoever attacked you and Kyoko killed them. No, it can't be. There's no way. Right. Oh, I don't want to talk to these people yet. Let's look back here first. Just to be sure, I should take a look at the tool shed. What's that on the floor? This room is dusty and disorganized. In other words, a pretty stereotypical tool shed. Is that a newspaper? Oh, is this a tarp? Wait, was there a tarp in here before? I don't think so. I should probably look into that. It could be related to the case. I don't remember seeing a tarp in here. The top is wet and covered with mud and grime. Okay. But the underside is totally clean and completely dry. This has something to do with this. One side of that tarp is wet and dirty. Something about that bothers me. Almost like... Was this used to cover the body? To conceal the fact that the body was here before the sprinklers turned on? I can understand it being wet then, but why would it be dirty then? If it's just water hitting it. That's the one thing in here that concerns me. Okay, nothing else is new. Yeah, that's the, crazy diamond. Yeah, I guess that's it in here. This bothers me. Yes. Alright. Let's talk with our friends. We'll start with the most disturbing first, so that we can wash the taste out as we go. It's 11 o'clock right now. And...
For serious?
Oh, well, I was just thinking about when we first found the body. A little after 9. When the body was found, huh? I should look back at what I did this morning to help me remember when that was. It was right after 9 a.m. Monokuma's announcement woke me up at 7 o'clock as usual, and I headed for the dining hall pretty soon. Once I got there, I met up with Hina. That was right around 7:30. Then I headed to the gym where everyone else was waiting. Next, Toko went to get the pickaxe, and that's when she found the body. What time was it then? Well, before she left, she claimed it was 9 o'clock. Now then, Toko, what time is it? Well, when we left the gym, it was just before 9 o'clock, so it's probably 9 on the dot now. That's right, it had to have been right around 9 o'clock.
You know?
9:15, 9:20ish, somewhere around there. Now that you mention it, I think you're right. So, we could say for sure that the body was found at 9 a.m. Okay, my job's done. Please help more than this, Hero, please. That's a pretty small job. I think so too. Okay, well, we knew that, but it's nice to have it as a truth bullet. Sure. What do you have to say, Byakuya? Good timing, Makoto. I wanted to talk to you. Really, what about? What do you want to talk about?
So, in other words...
I'd like to hear your alibi. Right, because all you other guys were together. Alibi? We don't really have one, at least not one that can be corroborated without Kyoko showing up to say that she saw us lying in bed.
In other words...
Correct. I'd love to hear where you were after nighttime began last night. Well, I was sick, so I was asleep all night. But why are you asking about that now, and what's nighttime got to do with it? Because they were all in the gym together.
Naturally.
Isn't it obvious? This murder took place after nighttime. Probably at least after Hiro left here, unless someone else can say that they were here after that. How can you know that for sure? Because just after nighttime began, I came to the garden, alright? I was going around looking for everyone so I could tell them about Monokuma. Hiro's been spending most of his time in the garden these last few days, so I figured he'd be here. It's a good assumption he's infatuated with the chickens. And I can confirm that when I arrived last night, there was no body here.
In other words...
So, the murder could only have taken place at some point during nighttime, after I left the garden. However, Toko, Hiro, Hina, and I were in the gym together the entire night last night. What? Once I found Hiro in the garden, we immediately went to Toko and Hina's rooms to get them. At that point, we all went to the gym and began dismantling Monokuma. As a precaution, we made sure not to go anywhere alone. We even went to the bathroom in pairs. Stuff we should have been doing the entire time we were here. In other words, all four of us have airtight alibis. The only ones who don't have alibis are me and Kyoko. Yeah, and she's not shown up yet.
That's right.
And if the victim really is Kyoko, which we have not established, then I'm the only one without an alibi. Also, when we went to go get Hina and Toko, we stopped by your room as well.
What?
But you never came to the door, so where precisely were you? Sleeping, very sick. I'm telling the truth, I was in my room, but I was dead asleep. I had a fever, so... That's hardly an alibi. No, I agree, but it's the best we have. I know. So, now what? You seem to be at quite the disadvantage here. Well, it's everyone who's at the disadvantage. I'm the only one without an alibi. That's really bad, isn't it? It is. But we have gotten past things like this before, so we will continue to persevere. So, who does that body belong to? Whoever it is, I'm not going to look. I don't want to faint anymore. That's fine, Toko. That is fine. Go somewhere else then. Listen, Makoto, do you remember how the body looked, before it blew up? Yes. I mean, not like in intricate detail, but pretty much. If I remember right, it was wearing some kind of mask and a big white coat, not wearing the coat. Also, there was a knife sticking out of the stomach, and the area around it was stained with blood. Apparently, the wound had stopped bleeding, but the blood on the body was still wet. Byakuya said not to touch it and to avoid getting all bloody. But for how much blood there was on the body, I didn't see any on the ground around it. Okay. Right, and the knife went all the way through the body, so blood should have been coming out the back, too. And the only way that blood wouldn't have come out of the back wound, well, there's two ways. The knife could have stopped up the wound so much that the blood couldn't get out, which seems unlikely. Or the heart wasn't pumping. Otherwise, they would have bled out. Wow, thanks. That was a big help. Now that you explained it, I totally remember how it looked. Well, having to talk about it like that helped me remember it a lot better, too. So thank you, too. Curiouser and curiouser. I think I've checked everything I need to in this area. But I'm not done yet. There are other areas I need to check. Specifically, that fragment I found. There's somewhere I need to go in order to confirm my suspicions. And I still need to find out more about Kyoko. Is that corpse really Kyoko? If that's true, we could go a long way to proving it one way or the other if you would lift up that coat and see what she's wearing on her lower body. Was that also Kyoko who attacked me last night? I don't think so. Otherwise, why would she have been standing over you without that stuff on just a little while after it? If I can find out more about her, maybe I can answer that question. Kyoko was never the kind of person to talk about herself all that much. Maybe if I can get into her room, I'll be able to find out more. We would need to get the key from Byakuya to do that. But the key to her room...
It's all clear now.
I will simply limit your options. I can't allow you to engage in any further suspicious activity.
What?
Limit my options.
Just give up.
Give me the key to your room. I don't have a choice. I'll have to see if he'll let me borrow her room key. I don't see why he wouldn't do that. Perhaps he would insist on coming. We haven't looked at that monitor, have we? What the... Okay, well, that was weird. The monitor, please. Yes, it is. Okay, no mono coins or anything. Talked to everyone. Byakuya again, I guess. Hey, Byakuya. If you do come up with an alibi, I'd be happy to hear it. Later, at the class trial. Oh no, it's not about that. You have the key to Kyoko's room, right? I was hoping I could borrow it. I'm afraid I can't take that risk. You're the prime suspect after all.
What?
Of course, if I were to go with you, that would be a different story. Well, come on then. Then will you go with me? Sorry, I have my own agenda to take care of. Find me again later, and we'll see. All right?
Goodbye.
Depending on my mood, I may go with you, or I may not. Come back later, huh? Okay, then in the meantime, I should look around somewhere else. Maybe I should check out that one area. Yes, that one area that I totally remember and I'm not blanking on, where that thing that we are supposed to have seen is. Let's look for exclamation points, shall we? The gym. It's in the gym? Oh! I know what it is. Of course it's in the gym, because that was a little piece off of a Monokuma bomb. The one that we found in the Monokuma robot. Right? It's just it looked way bigger there than it did on the bomb. Where is it? Do I just look at the body? Monokuma's lying dismantled on the floor, but I figured it wouldn't be here.
You know?
Yeah, that's what it is. I just found something. What is it? It's...
Huh?
It's what? A bomb. There's one installed in every Monokuma robot, I'm sure.
What?
A bomb. And that bomb went missing. There's no doubt about that. The fragments I found in the garden were part of a bomb. This bomb? If that's the case, then the bomb was planted by Toko or Genocide Jill, or it was taken by somebody after we left here while we were at the headmaster's office, run all the way up there super quickly and planted. Seems improbable. Maybe Monokuma just confiscated this one and that was just a separate one? Okay, I've checked everything else I can think of. All that's left now is Kyoko's room. I should head back to the garden and ask Byakuya. Really, there's no other place we need to look. No, this is the only exclamation point on the map, so... This feels like it's going to be a pretty quick investigation. Oh, am I not close enough? There we go. Alright, Byakuya. You think you can go soon, Byakuya?
Let's go.
You wanted to check out Kyoko's room, right? Very well, let's go. Wait for me! Byakuya walked off without a second glance, and I hurried after him on our way to the dorms. I'm gonna check this out. Oh, yeah, it's still locked, though. Still locked. Well, then, here we go. Byakuya took out the key and slid it into the keyhole, and then... Click. And it's open. Looks like it, thanks. Oh, figured Byakuya would want to lead the way. Anything else to say, sir? Go ahead, hurry on in. Yeah, thank you. Very Spartan, much like Makoto's room. So, this is Kyoko's room. Yeah. Most interesting thing is what looks like a piece of a very large ruler on the table there. So we will look at it last. No matter when, no matter where, blah 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 blah. Cameras. And monitors. Yup. Okay, no mono coins forthcoming. Here's her bed. I don't see anything interesting here. At least, not as far as this case is concerned. Alright, bathroom door. Here's the bathroom. She might have certain articles hanging out to dry. I better not look inside. It's high time you got over this, Makoto. We can't let such trivialities deter us from completing our investigation. One other thing I notice is she doesn't have a trash can like we do. There's something on the table. Well, this is not a ruler. It looks like a piece of a puzzle or something. It's a woodblock decoration.
What?
What's that? What purpose does it serve? I think it's probably a key. A key. Interesting. The lockers at those really traditional public bathhouses use them for their lockers. Oh, and so do the things that are in the dojo. I wouldn't know. I've never gone to a public bathhouse, and I'm unfamiliar with that type of key, but Makoto knows, and that's great. That doesn't really surprise me. It's hard to picture Byakuya doing something like that.
It's certainly possible.
But if it is a key, I think I might know what it unlocks. Really? What? Unless I'm mistaken. I'm pretty sure I saw something in the dojo that this might go to. Yeah, we did too. They had little blocky things sticking out of their things. I didn't realize that that's what this was, though. The dojo? Cool. So, can we take it? And go check the thing?
It's certainly possible.
Okay. So maybe we just need to talk to Byakuya and tell him to take us there?
What?
You wanted to come here, right? So what is it you're looking for? Nothing in particular. I just thought we might find some kind of clue here. A clue that might help us understand Kyoko.
Come on.
You can't be serious. That's why you made me take time out of my search to come here. Sorry. Regardless, if you plan on poking around at random, you're doomed no matter how much time you take. Surely you have something more concrete. Something to give us some sort of direction here. Yes, the key. You know about that too. More concrete? Oh, I know. Earlier, Kyoko gave me something. That's right. She said if something happened to her to open the letter.
It's true.
Consider it a symbol of my determination. Don't open it yet. Only open it if something ever happens to me. I'm sure I have it here somewhere. Found it. What's in the envelope? Kyoko gave it to me. She said if something ever happened, I should open it. Well,
Interesting.
something has certainly happened, so open it. Okay. I opened the envelope and looked inside. Inside was a single piece of paper. Under the sheets of her bed?
What?
That's all that was in there. Yeah, it looks like it. Under the sheets, what could it be? The only sheets around are these sheets. But could something be hidden under the bed sheets? Part of me didn't expect to find anything, but as I lifted up the sheets... What's this? I found a crumpled up piece of paper. Oh, okay, here's the information she got from the headmaster's office then. Hope's Peak Class Number 78 Student Registry. Mukuro Ikasawa. Female. Yes.
I see.
It appears to be Mukuro Ikusawa's profile. Yeah, looks like it. That's probably the other thing Kyoko stole when she snuck into the headmaster's room, along with the key. So where did that other key that led us into the data room come from? Monokuma himself? I guess so. He did claim that he had wanted us to get in there. God, you're so annoying. Fine, I'll tell you. It was a key and blank. That's it. This must be the blank that Monokuma was talking about. Kyoko said a death without meaning was unappealing, and this is what she left behind. She wanted us to have all the information she had. I don't have time for your sentimental indulgences. Hurry up and finish your search. Okay. I made an effort to pull myself together, then looked down at the profile sheet. Name, Mukuro Ikusawa. Sex, female. The ultimate soldier. Not the ultimate despair, the ultimate soldier? Why did Kyoko say she was the ultimate despair then? Although small for her age, she was a military specialist, trained in every weapon type imaginable. She showed an interest in the military from childhood, and soon found herself completely absorbed in it. In elementary school, she won a survival game tournament, and began writing for military magazines. Just before entering middle school, while she and her family were on vacation in Europe, she disappeared. The story of a young Japanese girl being kidnapped quickly took over Japanese media outlets. An intense international investigation turned up no information, and she was never found. However, she appeared in Japan 3 years later, alone and completely unannounced. She revealed that she had joined a mercenary group known as Fenrir for those 3 years. It's Mukuro that's dead. Fenrir is a Norse god, or demigod, son of, I can't remember who, I think maybe Loki and a female god that I can't remember, and is often depicted as a large wolf or werewolf. She insisted that she hadn't been kidnapped and that she'd received battle training of her own volition. However, she never revealed why she decided to return home when she did. Interesting. So that tattoo proves that it's Mukuro. Unless it's a fake tattoo. Or unless Kyoko's also a member of Fenrir and that's why she wore her gloves all the time. The Ultimate Soldier, a mercenary group. This doesn't feel real. The world I grew up in, it's like a completely different dimension. It's like one's non-fiction and the other is sci-fi. There's no way to even compare the two. That's how different this is. That was how I saw things as just an ordinary person, but then...
I see.
I never imagined I would hear the name Fenrir in a place like this. Of course, Byakuya knows about it, his family connections and all. Shouldn't be surprised, I guess. Huh? You recognize it?
Naturally.
The Fenrir Mercenary Corps is a collection of battle-crazed warmongers. But they do have their uses, and they always get the job done. That's worth remembering. This is all part of a world totally removed from the one I live in. I have to say I'm intrigued. Every rumor I've heard says that Fenrir has already...
Found it!
Already what? Whoa! I feel like our hero is becoming a bit player, and a bit player is becoming our hero. What? It's you.
What?
What have you got in your pretty little hand there?
What?
Oh, you found her profile. So what if we did?
Hey, come on now.
Don't freak out on me. I'm not gonna hold it against you or anything. And in case you're wondering, I don't hold it against Kyoko either. Even though she stole it and hid it. After all, there's no rule against stealing, is there? But who I can't forgive is Miss Ogami, who broke the rules and busted into the headmaster's office. Yeah, too bad she's way beyond your reach now. Maybe I'll drag out her corpse and slice it up and devour it. Bears are omnivorous, you know.
What?
Are rule violations really so unforgivable? You're quite adamant about those regulations of yours. Of course I am. A proper school life is built on dedication to organization and order. Which is why even I, as the school headmaster, have to follow the regulations myself. Oh, so you're saying you have to follow your own rules as well. That's very good to know. That information could be handy.
Of course.
Absolutely. I can't have you complaining about how unfair it is now, can I? In fact, on the subject of fairness, would you like to know something interesting? Sure, go on. Interesting? It's about the one writing all the rules. They're actually one of the participants in this killing game. Really? Okay. I don't think I ever actually told you how many participants there actually were, did I? Well, we know there's 16 unless that is misinformation. I was thinking I should probably clarify that.
Hey,
When you all first got together in the main hallway, way back when, there were 15 people there, right? I think that first meeting may have led to a little misunderstanding among you all. A misunderstanding? What are you saying?
in other words,
That's right. There weren't actually 15 of you.
yes, indeed.
The total number of students taking part in this killing game was actually 16. Which is why there was an extra seat at the round thing in the class trial that we asked about, and then you blew off as if, it was nothing special. 16 then?
Mukuro Ikusaba.
This is giving me a headache, seeing this scene so many times.
The 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school.
Yeah,
The one they call the ultimate despair.
beat it into my brain.
Watch out for her.
I did. She's dead upstairs in the garden with the knife. Check the little packet, see if I win. The 16th student, Mukuro Ikusaba, was it her that made all the rules then? She's part of this school life? So the one making all the regulations is... Yes?
Why?
Yeah.
Huh?
Did you say something? Why are you telling us this? Oh, well, because... Like I told you, this killing game is desperately popular. You wouldn't believe the ratings. And since we got so many viewers now, I wanted to make sure everyone was on the same page. I don't want to wake up to a hurricane of complaints and hate mail, you know?
Yes, indeed.
Makes sense? No, not really.
Well, now.
Okay, that's all you get for now. Oh, actually, I do have some revenge to get, so I have an extra bonus for you. Revenge? I want to get back at that sneaky Miss Kirikiri, so I'm going to share a little secret with you. Seriously? And to be able to get back at her, she would have to be alive.
Hey,
You know how she wears those stupid gloves day in and day out all the time? Yes. You gonna tell us why? Well, don't tell anyone I told you, but... She wears them to cover a bunch of hideous scars that she doesn't want anyone to see. So not to hide a wolf's head tattoo. What? Okay, now. That's all you get. Interesting. Kyoko wears those gloves to cover up a bunch of scars? Wait, so on the back of her hand, which was not scarred, just tattooed, the tattoo. Wait, but no. Monokuma specifically said there were scars, right? And that's why Kyoko wears those gloves, to hide the scars. Which means... those fake nails on the corpse. Are you thinking about Kyoko again? Huh?
What?
Forget about her. What matters right now is uncovering Monokuma's trap. Okay, you think he's baiting us for something? His trap?
Such ignorance.
God must have really hated you to make you so dull. That's funny. I mean, I don't particularly like Byakuya, but that's funny. Don't you remember what Monokuma just told us? He said there were 16 students, right? Which means Mukuro was a student here.
That's right.
Obviously, Monokuma was trying to tell us that Mukuro is the one creating the rules to this game. Maybe? But why would he tell us that, and why now? He said he wanted to make things clear, so there wouldn't be any complaints later. He said he wanted to make things clear, so there wouldn't be any complaints later. But the mere fact that he said that proves that Mukuro is connected to this case. Yeah, so does the wolf's head tattoo. That's why Monokuma revealed the existence of a 16th student. He needs to make our investigation fair. Now that, Byakuya, that is a good point. Mukuro is related to the case? She's the victim.
It's certainly possible.
Perhaps she's the one who killed Kyoko. Or perhaps Kyoko is the one who killed her. What? That would explain why we would have to have a class trial, wouldn't it? If she's a student, and she killed someone, that would make her part of the school killing game. Mukuro is the killer? No, she's the victim. She killed Kyoko? No. Anyone should be able to come to that conclusion, don't you think? No, I think anyone who listened would realize that the corpse's hands were not scarred. In fact, that's exactly what I thought when the investigation first began. And once again, Byakuya, you are mistaken.
What?
But, based on what Monokuma just told us, I've changed my mind. So you did hear the part about the scars.
It's all clear now.
Mukuro Ikosama isn't the culprit. Huh? What makes you say that? We thought Mukuro, the ultimate despair, was the mastermind's true identity. But if that's true, Monokuma's behavior makes no sense. Why would the mastermind go out of their way to reveal themselves to us? That's a good point.
So in other words,
Mukuro giving us information that would raise questions about her would be bold, to say the least. It makes more sense, then, to assume that Mukuro isn't the culprit. So that's the trap? They want us to suspect Mukuro and come to the wrong conclusion? That's what makes sense to me. So, in other words, you didn't understand that the scars were indication that that's not Kyoko. The way you say it, it definitely does seem possible. But if that's really true, if Mukuro isn't the killer, then who is? Well then, I believe our work here is finished. Let's move on. I'm sure there are other places in need of investigation. I should find out if that key and the dojo really are connected.
let's go.
Well, are you coming? Oh, are you tagging along? Well, I was under the impression that this investigation will be over quickly, but time has just flown, and we will be continuing this investigation in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. I do hope you've enjoyed the episode. If you have, please leave a like below. It really does help tremendously. And hit that subscribe button if you'd like to see more videos in the future. I have been Tevaron, and until next time, friends, be excellent to each other.
Danganronpa.